Hello everybody and welcome to the third edition of Virginia Update. I'm Henry Pallatroni.
Alongside Conwell Morris.
And we've promised to bring you Virginia news every single week, but at this point, think about this as your bi-weekly to tri-weekly update on University of Virginia news.
But today, we're going to bring you more of the same, but a little different. In news that broke the hearts of Charlottesville residents and old white men everywhere, head coach of the UVA men's basketball team, Tony Bennett, officially announced his retirement this past month. After 15 years of service to this great university, Tony Bennett cited the changing landscape of college basketball for his reason to step away. As a second year whose parents are pressuring me to find an internship this summer, I'm also citing the landscape of the current job market for my reason to be a full-time, stay-at-home son. But in all seriousness, Tony, I get it. There's no amount of money in this world that could get me to deal with McDonald's and Roback-sponsored athletes getting $10,000 under the table. They're just not coachable. And I'll tell you what definitely wouldn't do it. $30 million over 7 years, that's chump change. And I don't care if it came with a house in the Boar's Head. It's not going to do it. This really was shocking news, though. So much so that it caught the attention of President and former Democratic Party nominee Joe Biden this past weekend.
The U.S. presidential election is less than a week away, which means that in less than 7 days, eggs will either be $40 a carton or America will suddenly be great again. I'm lucky, given that I'm 21 years old and an American citizen, I have the right to vote. And I think it's a little strange that everybody's so taboo about who they're voting for. And I'm here to walk the walk today. I'm going to tell you that I voted for Donald J. Trump to be the next president of the United States. And I didn't do so because I'm some nutjob MAGA Republican. I did so because his photo op at McDonald's last week really just struck a chord deep inside of me. No. I'm kidding. I don't actually want to vote for Donald Trump. I'm planning to vote for Kamala Harris, and I'm going to do so 8 different times. That's right. I'm going to stuff the ballot box this year, people, and I encourage you to do the same. I'm not being serious. Voter fraud's a real issue, and I encourage all of you to get out and vote, but just one time. But now it's time to tell you who I'm actually voting for, and it's neither of the candidates from the big party tickets. Given his new free time now that he's retired from the UVA basketball program, I'm writing in Coach Tony Bennett.
We're bringing you this edition of Virginia Update just days, or a day, depending on how long it takes us to edit, before Halloween. Halloween began as a medieval festival to celebrate the end of harvest and the beginning of winter. In keeping with that tradition, UVA students plan to consume enough wheat, barley, and hops to kill an Anglo-Saxon child. In addition to stocking up on suds, Halloween's an opportunity for UVA students to show off their flair for the dramatic. Sexy cop, sexy nurse, sexy onesies, really cool stuff. We doubt that you incredibly intelligent people need our recommendations, but we thought we'd give you some non-controversial costume ideas. Think Thomas Jefferson, Edwin Alderman, or maybe a protester. I hear they're selling shiesties next to the Whippets at 7 Day. Just don't go trick-or-treating at Jim Ryan's house.
Of course, this wouldn't be a Virginia Update without discussing UVA Football, who suffered a blowout 41-14 loss at home against North Carolina last weekend. The blowout loss was another chapter in the storied rivalry between UVA and UNC, a rivalry so old it's been dubbed the oldest rivalry in the South. I think Ulysses S. Grant would have something to say about that. Another fearless leader in our lives, Tony Elliott, also had something to say in last Saturday's game. At halftime of the blowout loss, Elliott changed his tone, and instead of encouraging students to fill the hill, he rode around Scott Stadium on the caveman horse, screaming at UVA students to leave the hill and head to the corner to save this team from a little bit of embarrassment.
To close out, Henry and I are coming off of Parents Weekend, and the two of us attended an event that we really enjoyed, Pancakes for Parkinson's. It's a great event, a $10 cover for all-you-can-eat pancakes, helping a great cause.
Indeed, raising funds for a great cause, and it was so great, it inspired Conwell and I to deliberate and try to come up with a philanthropy event of our own that perhaps raise funds for a disease a little bit more relevant to kids and college students our age than Parkinson's.
And we deliberated for hours, landing on hot chocolate for hepatitis, rum cakes for rheumatoid arthritis, and baklava for bronchitis, and plenty of other alliterative diseases that end in itis.
Many great ideas, but we came on one that we thought would have the greatest impact on UVA students during their 4 years on grounds, and that was scones for sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah, scones for STDs, a great cause with a great baked good, coming to a college near you.
Parents Weekend 2025. This has been the 3rd edition of Virginia Update. I'm Henry Pallatroni.
And I'm Conwell Morris.
WUVA.